15 years ago, a man called Kennedy met a young, beautiful lady in Calabar. Kennedy happened to come from Imo State, while the lady he met in a shop comes from Enugu State. And they became friends, from friendship to dating, from dating to, marriage. And Kennedy seems so pleasant, nice, kind, always checking on her to know how she's doing, her family members. So Kennedy came across to her and her family as people who are very, very, as someone who is very down to earth. And they were wishing that his family would also be like him. When they met, she eventually met Kennedy's mother. Kennedy's mother was so pleasant, also the father kind, the family members were such, it was such a beautiful family to, meet. So everything happened that Kennedy eventually got married to her. When they got married, they went to their village. During the marriage, they went to the village, they did everything, the marriage rites, and they came back to their base. And when they got there, things were going on so well until she started giving birth. Of course, immediately they got married, she took in the same month, and things began to change. The man thought things had changed. Like I always told people, whenever you get married, even counselors, marriage counselors will tell you this. Give yourself a few months to really know yourselves before your wife will get pregnant. But in this case, she got pregnant immediately after the marriage rites and all. And she began to change, because normally pregnancy hormones will make you change. You might not be the person you've always been, and until you give birth. So those things happen. Women go through a lot in marriage. They go through the process. Naturally in life, a woman will menstruate. She will grow to puberty. She will menstruate. From menstruation, while she's still menstruating, she'll start ovulating. And while she's still ovulating, she'll be, going through maybe menstrual cramps or mood swings. Those things happen. They all happen to every woman. Some women, when they're menstruating, they will be having mood swings. There will be things will irritate them. They will not like to eat well. Some will eat more. Some will, be getting upset with their husband. Some every little thing they're upset and all that. So it was really a very confusing time for Kennedy, and he began to discuss all of this with his friends. That was mistake number one. Telling them the woman he married, who he thought was a good woman, she has changed. Like now, most men don't know that while you're at home, you could always enter the kitchen, cook, or do the dishes. Like recently, a video was trending where a man was showing the kitchen, how his wife cooked and left things unwashed, that they warned him and he didn't listen. All of those things were unnecessary, because when you marry, you're supposed to have, the man brings his 100, the woman brings her 100. The days where this woman is not able to do anything, you come into it and do it, because you want your wife to be alive, you want your husband to be alive, so it's good to do things together. So when that video was trending, I just shook my head. I'm like, a lot of people get into marriage for the wrong reason. Some people are married because they want to have children. Some are married because they want to have sex. Some people are married because they just want somebody who will babysit them, do things for them, and while they sit and fold their arms. So some want people that will take care of them by maybe feeding them, clothing them. Some want people who will be financially responsible for their upkeep. So in all of this, before you get married, understand the reason why you are getting married while you are in that marriage. So Kennedy was complaining to his friend, and it happened that his friend is not a good friend. The friend began to advise him wrongly, and also Kennedy was put to bed, and she gave birth to a baby girl. And Kennedy was not happy. When other people were happy that he just got married, and 9 months later the wife had put to bed, it's a good thing, Kennedy was not happy. So he went back again to his friend and told his same friend that the wife gave birth to a baby girl. So that was where the whole issue started. The friend was asking him, how can a woman who had put you through so much be giving birth to a baby girl? And this is why a lot of people need to be very informed before they do anything. You cannot say your wife went to give birth to a baby girl, she did not impregnate herself. Every woman is an incubator. Whatever the man is, the man that carries the children. Whatever the man deposits in you, whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl, whether it's an hermaphrodite, it's what the woman will give birth to. The only thing, the only part the woman plays is maybe if she has multiple births in her family, it could aid to decide the sex of, maybe if you're having multiple births like that, the woman's, biological interference can come in. But when it comes to whether it is a boy and a girl, the woman does not have a say in that as much as you have a say. Even if the woman has a say, it is not up to 20% say when it comes biologically. So before you start giving your wife wahala, check yourself as a man. Or you go and do IVF, which you could do sex selection. And most men who have more female, in their genes, it's difficult to even select a boy when they are going for the sex selection. So those are the things you need to read up on things before you marry. Read about marriage, read books about marriage so that you'll be more informed. And also before your wife will be pregnant, read about pregnancy, the changes in the woman and all. You need to see the woman you married was loved by her father. Don't come into her life and complicate things for her. So Kennedy told her the friend say, so she's even the person that comes to give birth to only girls, no even boy at all, and she's causing you this pain. That you expected her to at least be somebody that brings boys. Is a woman supposed to be bringing boys? It's shocking, It's really, really shocking. Be careful the kind of friends you keep while you are getting married. Before you are married, all those things, be careful who you keep as a friend. Because you see, some friends are not people for you to even discuss your personal dealing, not to talk of your marriage with. And that was where the whole issue started. When the wife came back to the house, he was snapping, he was having so many things. He will go out, come back late. She with a little baby will expect her to do everything at home. So when she eventually got tired of the whole mess and called the husband to say that he should at least be assisting or doing things at home, because she cannot be carrying a little baby who is always crying and then she'll clean the house, she'll cook, she'll do everything. She doesn't even have a help. The guy says it's not his duty to do all of those things. And this brings me to say, parents, teach your male children that house chores is not gender-based. It's not something that it must be one person that will do it. And that is why I train my boys to be doing things, because they will not always be married. Like when they grow up, they will not eventually just jump and be married. They will have to be bachelors first. So as a bachelor, what will you be doing for yourself? Will you start by having girlfriends who will come and be doing wifely duties when they're actually girlfriends? So all of these things still boils down to upbringing. So this guy woke up one morning and said that he's even tired. What kind of a thing is that? That if she wants the marriage to end, it should end. That one passed. She had another child, and in that marriage, she stayed for like 10 years in the marriage, and she was tired. The guy said he wants a divorce, that they need to go and see a lawyer and all. The wife said, no problem. The man was the one saying he wants the divorce. That's Kennedy. She said, no problem. Anything he wants to do, he should do. That was when she got one lawyer, that the lawyer will be the one representing him in court. I know. Guess what? That lawyer, a female lawyer, before you knew it, they were already dating and sleeping together with the lawyer. While immediately their divorce processes ended, she heard that this guy, Kennedy, was already married traditionally to the lawyer. And they did their traditional marriage. The next thing she saw on Facebook that they had done their court wedding, which is a court registry. From that court registry, Kennedy moved from the city and went to another city. So now she had 3 kids with her, all girls. And then Kennedy thought marrying the lawyer the lawyer is intelligent, she's this and that. While they were in that marriage, the woman got pregnant. Guess what? She gave birth to twin girls. There was no boy. So the thing is, when you do these things, you are trying God. By the time you leave a woman because she gave birth to a particular sex, you are trying God, because if you go and marry, even if it's 10 wives, they will still be giving birth to girls. So what will you now do? Will you and female children that you people look down on because of carrying of name. They say Igbo man, as an Igbo man, I need to have a baby boy. Go and create a baby boy now. Thank you guys for watching. See you in our next